In the shadowy underbelly of global crime, few names cast a longer shadow than Tse Chi Lop, the man dubbed the Chinese El Chapo. Rising from obscurity, this unassuming Canadian immigrant built an empire that would make even the most notorious drug lords blush. His operations spanned continents, reaching from the bustling streets of Sydney to the quiet corners of Melbourne, leaving in their wake a trail of addiction and devastation. As the leader of the organized crime syndicate known as the Company, Tse's influence was vast, his power unparalleled. His empire, estimated to be worth billions, was built on the suffering of countless individuals ensnared in the web of addiction. This was not merely a local operation. His reach was global, his impact far-reaching. The story of Tse Chi Lop is not just about the rise of a formidable drug lord. It's also a story about the ripple effects of his actions. The lives lost, families destroyed, and communities torn apart. But like all empires, even this one had its sunset. Tse's tale is one of rags to riches, power, and downfall. A story that unfolds like a Hollywood thriller. Every kingpin has an origin story, and for Tse Chi Lop, it starts in the streets of China. Born and raised in a country where the lines between right and wrong often blur, Tse's early life was anything but ordinary. His formative years were marked by struggle and hardship, painting a picture of a man who was determined to rise above his circumstances. As the years passed, Tse made a decision that would forever change his life's trajectory. He decided to immigrate to Canada. The promise of a fresh start and a chance to rewrite his story was alluring. However, instead of finding solace in the pristine landscapes of Canada, Tse was drawn back into the world he thought he had left behind. His initial foray into crime was not a dramatic plunge but a gradual descent. The allure of easy money and a life of luxury proved too tempting to resist. Tse's cunning and ruthlessness saw him rise swiftly through the ranks of organized crime, earning him both respect and fear. But Tse was not content with being just another player in the game. He had his eyes set on the top, and he was prepared to do whatever it took to get there. This ambition led to the formation of his syndicate, aptly named the Company. The Company was not just a criminal organization. It was an empire, a meticulously structured operation with Tse at its helm. It was a testament to his strategic brilliance and his ability to command loyalty. Under his leadership, the Company grew to become a force to be reckoned with, its tentacles reaching far and wide. Tse's rise to power was not without its challenges. He had to navigate treacherous waters, outsmart his rivals, and stay one step ahead of the law. But he did it all with an unwavering determination and a chilling calmness that only the most hardened of criminals possess. As the years rolled by, Tse's influence grew, his empire expanded, and he became a significant figure in Asia's criminal underworld. His story serves as a stark reminder of the dark side of ambition and the lengths people will go to for power and control. At the height of his power, Tse's empire was a well-oiled machine of illicit trade. It was not just an operation, but a global enterprise with reach and influence that rivaled some of the world's most powerful organizations. Tse Chi Lop, also known as the Chinese El Chapo, was at the helm of this gargantuan syndicate, known ominously as the Company. The Company was not confined to the shadows. It was in the very fabric of the underworld, running rampant and unchecked. The scale of Tse's operations was staggering. He dealt not in ounces, but in tons. His empire specialized in the trade of methamphetamine, a powerful and highly addictive drug. The potency of his product, the efficiency of his supply chain, and the ruthlessness of his enforcement made him a formidable figure in the world of organized crime. One of the most audacious attempts by the Company was to traffic 20 kilograms of methamphetamine between Sydney and Melbourne. This wasn't a simple drug run, it was a meticulously planned operation, with every detail scrutinized and every risk calculated. This was the level of precision and audacity that characterized Tse's reign. His influence was not limited to Australia. Tse had a global footprint, his roots were in China, his base was in Canada, and his operations spanned across continents. This was not just a man with a plan, but a global criminal mastermind with an empire that stretched as far as the eye could see. Yet for all his power and influence, Tse was a phantom, a faceless figure who preferred to operate from the shadows. He was a symbol of fear and respect, an embodiment of power and control. Tse's reign seemed unshakable, his empire untouchable, but every empire has its downfall. In January 2021, Tse Chi Lop's reign came to an abrupt end. The man known as the Chinese El Chapo, the head of a global meth empire, was finally in handcuffs. It was in Amsterdam, a city known for its canals and windmills, that Tse's story took a dramatic turn. A far cry from the backstreets of Asia where his empire flourished, but a fitting stage for the downfall of such a significant figure in the world of organized crime. The arrest was just the beginning. Tse was extradited from the Netherlands to Australia, a move that symbolized the international cooperation needed to bring him down. The Australian Federal Police had been on his trail for years, and his arrival on their soil was a landmark moment in their pursuit of justice. Charges were laid against Tse, including conspiracy to traffic controlled drugs. It's a weighty accusation, one that carries a hefty sentence if proven. But it wasn't just Tse. His right-hand man, Chung Chok Lee, had already been charged and extradited from Thailand. The dominoes were falling and the empire was crumbling. The reactions from law enforcement were a mix of relief and resolve. This was a significant win, but the battle against organized crime is never ending. The Australian Federal Police, in particular, viewed it as one of the most high-profile arrests in their history. It was a testament to their tenacity and dedication, a beacon of hope in the often murky fight against the underworld. Tse's arrest represents more than just the downfall of one man. It's a significant development in the global fight against organized crime. It's a reminder that no one is invincible, that even the most powerful can be brought to justice. It's a signal to others who walk the same dark path that their time, too, will come. Tse Chi Lop's story serves as a sobering reminder of the destructive power of the drug trade and the relentless pursuit of justice by law enforcement agencies worldwide. The fall of his empire is a testament to that. It's a story of rise and fall, of power and downfall, and ultimately of justice served.